let's swatch them side by side and see if there's a difference. This is the front row for Ethereal Eyes, the Neutrals palette. There are 3 mattes and 1 glimmer shade. This is the front row, these 4 shades here. To Ethereal Eyes, the Natures palette, you have 1 matte suede satin and 2 glimmer shades. I think I flipped the sides, but this is the second row of the Ethereal Eyes OG palette. As you can see, you have 2 mattes, a metallic, and a glimmering sparkle shade. I do believe this one was everybody's favorite. It's just the most stunning, delicate, shimmering shade. And then this is the second row of the Ethereal Eyes Nature palette. You have 2 mattes and then 2 of the glimmering shimmer shades. I do think the formula of the mattes are the same and of the shimmering sparkles are the same, just different shades. And I will say this is a nod to Mario. They glide on. I have had this OG palette for a million years and it still swatches effortlessly. Like, I did not have to put any pressure to get this pigment. It was easy. Obviously this is a new palette, but just as easy and effortless. You really don't have to put a lot of pressure. These are soft pigments, but they are beautiful. Last row, this is the Ethereal Eyes OG. Again, 2 mattes, glimmering shimmer, and a metallic shade. This is actually broken for me, so I had to be very delicate with it. Beautiful, stunning, effortless. Now we have the third shade of the Ethereal Eyes Nature palette. We can clearly see a difference for the darkest shade. This is the 12th shade in the palette for both palettes. These two are pretty similar, but if you look closely, the one from Ethereal Eyes is more warm, whereas the one from the Nature palette is more neutral to cool. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but you can definitely see that in person. And you have a shimmering sparkle and a metallic shade. I can't tilt it too much because I don't want the shade to completely get destroyed. If you look at them, the Ethereal Eyes Natures palette has 7 shades, these right here, that are not matte. You only have 5 matte shades with this palette, whereas the Ethereal Eyes, the OG, you have 7 matte shades. So they kind of flipped. 7 matte shades, 5 matte shades, 5 non-matte shades, 7 non-matte shades, if that makes sense. Because the non-matte shades could be glimmery, they could be metallic, they could be suede satins, depending on the shade that you are referring to. I did have a lot of people asking me to swatch them side by side, so I'm curious to know if you'll be picking up the Natures palette or not. But I do agree with you guys. I wish he would bring back Ethereal Eyes, the OG. I agree.